Okay. Gameplay is just going to be some really old RGB or Rated Battlegrounds footage from a long time ago, so you don't really have to pay attention to it unless you want to. Just wanted to talk about the general state of Shadowlands and WoW and all the different things that have happened over a long time. I'm one of the people who quit playing WoW. I was real big deep into the TBC relaunch, and then it just all the sexual allegations came out, and I was already kind of upset with them releasing the mount, the paid boost. It just completely destroyed my image of what TBC was going to be whenever it launched. It was nothing like Classic because they added in the boost, and all you could see everywhere was boosted characters, and all you could see was people on their stupid green lizards, and it was just everyone was toxic. It was not anything like I thought it was going to be, and it was nowhere near as good as Classic launch. And now seeing the Shadowlands post, they do the same thing they did in fucking BFA, where after a year of people telling them that they were wrong and them telling us we were wrong and we had no idea what we wanted, insinuating that we're stupid and we have no clue what we even want from a game that we're fucking paying for. Like, when we're playing the game for hours and hours and hours, and we decide this thing that I've been experiencing for the past hour and is fucking annoying and I wish it was changed, and they say no. And this is a person who doesn't play the game telling us who play the game that it's wrong, that what we think is wrong after hours and hours and hours of not study, but it's basically study. We're playing the game and seeing things as they are and then commenting on them and getting told we're wrong by people who don't fucking play the game, who are making money off of us playing the game, who have jobs because we play the game, who are able to continue working in their environments and do all that because we're playing the game, because there's multiple people playing the game. And for them to tell us that we're wrong, and then after a fucking year backtrack and then do the exact things that we've been telling them to do the entire time, it's just fucking stupid. It's absolutely fucking stupid. And I watched Asmongold's video on him just breaking down the whole post. He had Stoops' video in there. They're both completely fucking right. They've been saying these things for a year. They've been saying the exact same things since BFA, and it doesn't change their minds because these developers think they know everything. They think they are these absolute higher beings that just they should be in control of all these people and control how they enjoy their time and stuff like. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It really doesn't make any fucking sense why a developer would make decisions like this that are just strictly negligent and negative to their community, and then wonder why they all left to go play a better game like Final Fantasy XIV, which has a community that actually cares, a community that isn't toxic, a development team that is on their hands and knees constantly trying to do anything they can to make sure that the community is sated, even when it's a tiny little problem like login queues that were not even fucking 10 seconds. Like, I had to wait launch day for 2 hours on Classic to play the game and start leveling, and I was fine with doing that. I don't know why I was fine with doing that, but Classic, it was still a good enough experience for me to be like, this is cool. I'm waiting for something good. It's like waiting in line for a fucking, like, a game release or something. It was just, it's unreal that they think so poorly of the people who play their game. And then to come out with all their lawyer speak and their twisting their words and trying to act like the conduit system, the conduit energy, and all the covenant system, all of it it couldn't be changed. It was impossible for it to be changed while everyone was complaining, while everyone wanted it changed, and then now that everybody's left, suddenly it's magically just flip a little switch and now it's gone. It's fucking stupid. They think we're fucking stupid, but they're fucking stupid because they are the ones who are still pretending that everything's okay when it's obviously not. When it's obviously nobody wants to play WoW. The only people who are playing WoW are the ones who are still addicted to it and can't find that same hit of dopamine from any other game. I was part of that boat. That's the whole reason I continued playing Shadowlands in the first place. After all the bad shit happened for months and months of no content, I kept playing the game because I was addicted to it, and there was nothing else out there like it that gave me the same rush from PvP. That's all I enjoyed was PvP. PvP at the beginning of Shadowlands was amazing. Everyone was into it. You got good gear from it. All the classes were playing pretty well. Like Rogue was kind of overpowered, and I was a Rogue, so I obviously enjoyed it. But when Rogue got nerfed, I stuck with it. I was like, fine, I don't care if Rogue gets nerfed. But then they nerfed my Covenant, so my Covenant gets nerfed, and all the time I spent on my Covenant was a waste of fucking time. Then they add in more systems that restrict how I can do things with that shitty Covenant that I'm now stuck with. Kyrian, by the way, doesn't do fucking anything. I have a button on my rotation that is literally a waste of time. I shouldn't even use it, but I do use it because I liked Kyrian. I liked the story. I thought the ability was cool at the beginning when it actually did fucking damage, and then eventually it was just useless, and all it was a mastery buff. But other classes like fucking Druid get to have a Convoke that can one-shot people, and that's their own. Rogue had nothing. Rogue had not a single good Covenant, except for Kyrian, and they nerfed Kyrian because everyone wanted to fucking complain at the very beginning. Fine. But why do you not fix it? Why do you not make all the other ones better? Why does it just be Night Fane now because you get that little dot and you get to have a bugged-ass stealth effect that never fucking works, that wasn't even the purpose of the ability in the first place. You don't get that. You don't go Night Fade for the actual ability. You go for the fucking blink and the extra movement. That's it. The sepsis that you put on them doesn't do any fucking damage, and it gives you a tiny, again, mastery buff that doesn't even it isn't noticeable. All you do is stack on these stupid little fucking multipliers and then do a little bit of damage, and everybody thinks you're fucking overpowered. It was just out of control that a mage could walk up and press combustion and just rip through 3 fucking people like it was nothing, and everybody's like, yeah, yay, mage, oh my god, how much skill. But if I play Rogue and I kill one person a little bit too fast, that's a fucking problem. It makes no sense to me. They really think that we're just fucking stupid. The PvP system, gating people behind walls in tiers of skill level with the ranking system is absolutely fucking stupid. Being able to buy your PvP gear again was one of the best things that came out of Shadowlands and was what made me hopeful for the expansion in the first place. But having people pay for carries and then get carried up and get boosted so they get their gear to be way better than all these other people, and then of course because they're trash and they don't know how to play the game, they lose to people that are that skill level, and now they have better gear and they're going to be beating people who have shittier gear than them at lower skill levels forever, because those people get to keep their good gear even though they aren't that skilled anymore. It makes no fucking sense. People weren't playing raids, they weren't doing Mythic Plus, they were doing PvP and getting boosts because you got better gear that way, and it continued to give you better gear each week. You didn't have to do anything. People paying for boosts, people paying is what caused the fucking problems in TBC and Shadowlands. Gold was everything. You get gold and you can pay for the whole fucking game. You can pay for anything. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But for WoW, for Blizzard, the money it ranks in is, of course, it makes perfect sense for them. They're getting $15 a month for every fucking idiot who plays the game, $40 for the expansion, any store mounts they pay for, any character boost they pay for. They're just raking in free cash for nothing, because it's just numbers on the screen. It's just ones and zeros. All of it is just made up shit. It's stupid as fuck, and people are addicted, and people do not see. They do not see at all what it, like, the ones who are still trying to defend Blizzard after all this are absolutely fucking deplorable. Like, literally, to still be behind Blizzard and pretending that everything is okay, and pretending that other people are betraying the game, betraying the thing that made them, because they don't want to subject themselves to the fucking torture of playing this shitty ass game anymore that literally costs money to play every month. Other people get to buy their game and not fucking worry about paying for it ever again. But now games are so filled with microtransactions that you feel like you have to pay for these things, because it'd be stupid if you didn't. And if you wanted to enjoy the game the way it was meant to be played, you can't, because it's filled with these microtransactions, because it's filled with ways to buy power. And then now that everybody's fucking gone, all the changes that everybody's been asking for since before Shadowlands even released are now going to be pushed in. It's obvious. It's just blatantly obvious that they don't give a fuck about your time. They don't give a fuck about where you got the money from, how much you had to work for it. All they give a fuck about is the money itself. And that's all they'll ever give a fuck about. They don't give a fuck about players. They don't give a fuck about people. They don't care about their own workers even. They only care about money. It's obvious.